Hello viewers, thank you for welcoming us in your homes. This is Crimewatch, your weekly program meant to inform you on the roles and operations of the Zimbabwe Republic Police. My name is Onesisa Sibanda with Victor Ganyaofu on the sign language desk. Following the cholera outbreak, the Zimbabwe Republic Police is continuing to assist the Harare City Council in its bid to clear the central business district of illegal vendors and shika-shika operators. So far, there's been an improvement in the movement of traffic and people in the CBD. Chief Superintendent Makusha speaks on this operation.
I'm sure you are aware that there's a cholera outbreak in Budiriro and Glenview. We don't want this situation to spread into the CBD. As Z03, our main thrust is to create a conducive environment for business. We want to create sanity in the CBD. I'm sure of late you have seen that all roads have been blocked and vendors were actually braaiing in the streets. They were putting their wares almost everywhere. We actually teamed up with the municipality of Harare to clean up the CBD. We started by telling members of the public that they were supposed to move away from the streets, and we directed them to see municipality officials so that they could be allocated the stalls. Of course, we had some challenges at first. Some malcontents, whom I can term hooligans, tried to stone police officers. As you can see, what I'm holding here is a stone that is covered by a plastic. We have managed to control that situation. So far, we have managed to arrest well over 300 and we have impounded above 100 vehicles for blocking roads and for flouting road rules and regulations. We are actually appealing to shop owners not to hide wares of vendors. This will actually tantamount to obstructing the course of justice. This operation is not going to stop. We are going to continue this operation. And those shop owners who are acting in chaos with vendors, we are going to arrest them.
In relation to this operation, Crimewatch also spoke to members of the public who had this to say.
Ndandiri one of vendors ndiri panze nchitengesera panze. From there takagona kureza mari yekuti gogona kupinda mukati mashops. Now we are running the shops. Sanda kuencourage mama vendors achiri panze kuti ngavatsvage pekutengesera kuti city yedu ive city yakachena sava city netsvina uyezve kuti tigone kubatsira nane vari kufight against cholera hatingagoni kufight against those diseases tichiri mastreets.
The efforts, as I said, is very good, and we appreciate to have a clean city. We've grown up in a very nice city, sunshine city, and it's important for us to restore that legacy. You can drive easily. I think it now takes you a few seconds to go across Harare.
It's very fair. Nokuti sesu tiri mu business industry tanga tafa nenzara tata kutodzokera kumusha kudzokera netsoka chaitsu nokuti ukatarisa kuti munhu ari kutengesa same product achitengesera pamberi peshop yako iwe aubhadharire abhadhare rent haana kana chaanobhadhara but okureduce price pane price yako yaunotengesa nayo, end of day you get nothing. Ndokutozozvinoti tichatovhara mashopu tichatenda panze.
Tingangoti town inenge yatichenei.
As you can see what is behind me, these are tools of trade which has been used by vendors and traders to come into CBD, where they will be blocking pavement, roads, and causing all sorts of chaos in the CBD. These have been recovered from the vendors who have been arrested, and some have abandoned their property. We would also want to make sure that they are either dealt with according to law by the local authority.
We are working very well with our colleagues from Z03 to help and decongest the city center and to ensure that all activities like in the informal sector go to designated sites, and that we remove the pirate taxis from undesignated sites and that they also go and register. We are trying to free the streets and pavements and road intersections of the informal traders so that the city can be able to attract the much needed investment. The response that we're getting from the majority of the people in Harare and visitors to Harare It's very positive. They are encouraging us to even go further and make sure that we don't return to the situation that was there prior to this exercise. This engagement that we have done this time around is different from all other exercises because this one has a lot of engagement, a lot of talking, a lot of working together between the police, ourselves as council, and the informal sector.
The Commissioner General of Police, Comrade Thandabantu Godwin Matanga, has sent off 8 police officers who are part of a Zimbabwean contingent traveling to Malawi to attend a SADC Standby Force Command Course exercise codenamed Exercise Umodzi.
I am delighted to join you on this very important occasion where we are gathered to send off a contingent of 8 officers for a SADC Standby Force Command Post exercise codenamed Umodzi in Malawi. As the Zimbabwe Republic Police, we have a long track record of distinguished service in fostering peace regionally as well as on the international landscape. The police officers before us will join their counterparts from the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Services, as well as the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Trade, to constitute the Zimbabwean contingent to exercise Umodzi. The onus is therefore on you to make the organization and indeed the nation proud. Go ye therefore, rise, shine, and raise the standards higher and our flag much higher. Be disciplined at all times. Shun behaviors that might bring our organization and country into disrepute.
Thank you so much.
Meanwhile, the Zimbabwean contingent, comprising officers and members from the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, the Zimbabwe Republic Police, the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Services, and officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Trade, was also seen off by the Commander, Defense Forces, General Valerio Sibanda. We are in the second segment of Crimewatch. Thank you for staying with us. Counterfeit products continue to flood the market, and some of these products may pose a health risk to consumers, especially during this period when the country is experiencing a cholera outbreak. Police in Murewa have arrested a man for contravening Section 85, subsection 1, paragraph B of the Trademarks Act, Chapter 26.04, after the suspect supplied fake unique quencher drinks packaged in Schweppes bottles to a shop in Nyamapanda. Detective Assistant Inspector Kanisia Nyamaropa gives us more.
We're investigating a case of contravening Section 85 of the Trademarks Act, in which we managed to arrest 2 accused persons. The 2 accused persons were arrested after a tip-off was received that there were counterfeit drinks for Schweppes being sold at Nyamapanda shops. The detectives recovered 70 by 2 liters drinks from retailers at Nyamapanda shops. They proceeded to Harare, where they arrested the supplier and recovered over 300 by 2 liters drinks. These 2 drinks are packed in similar containers with the similar tops, but the difference here is with the label. This is the original label for Schweppes drinks, and this is the fake label. More so, on the tops here, the criminals were putting a sticker for best before to disguise the trademarks for swaps. This is the container in which they mix the drinks. Thereafter, they will use this pipe to siphon the drinks from the container, filling the containers. Thereafter, they will use these dirty lids with a pick from the streets to close those drinks. The 2 accused persons were taken to court where they were convicted and they are awaiting sentence.
Mrs. Unayiswe Nyikatsino from a local beverage company commended the efforts of the police in fighting counterfeiting.
The issue of counterfeit products is a global phenomenon which is obviously a cause for concern and is targeted mainly at popular brands. Our products tend to be targeted by unscrupulous individuals who then want to sell them as the genuine thing. We urge consumers to stick to the formal retail chains so that we can protect their health and safety by so doing. A lot of manufacturers have put in tamper-proof packaging. Consumers need to watch out when they open a product. If it's too easy to open, then it might show that it's counterfeit. We would like consumers to also assist us by reporting anything that they suspect is fake product, because the biggest cause of concern for us is their health and safety. We're very, very grateful to the police force for helping us to fight this issue of fake product. Our product tends to be targeted, but every time when there's such instances and the police either discover counterfeit product, they're very, very quick to action and to bring the culprits to book. So we're very, very grateful to the police force for their assistance in that regard.
Meanwhile, police in Murewa are appealing to members of the public who might have lost their television sets to burglary to visit their station and identify their property among those which were recovered.
As CID Murewa, we have also arrested a moving burglar who had been moving around committing a series of unlawful entry and theft cases. In and around Murewa area, we managed to recover 8 television sets, and among the 8 television sets, only 1 has since been identified. We are appealing to members of the public to come forward and try to identify their gadgets. We continue to urge members of the public to keep or record serial numbers of their gadgets in the event they will lose their property to thieves one of the days.
In Mashonaland Central Province, the police has also been hailed for creating a conducive environment for farming at Mzarabani Ada Estate.
We, Ada, can only thrive in an enabling environment. So as our investors. Under the public-private partnership business model, you need security as a prerequisite. And here we thank the officer in charge for motivating his security sector within the state and outside the state, and being a participant. There is now a reduced crime rate because people are busy. Idle minds are a devil's workshop. So clearly the police, their standards, their participation is contributing to the well-being of provision of jobs and security and development in this particular area.
In our policing these days, we have what we term community policing initiatives. And Mr. Drummond is one of our members of the Crime Consultative Committee. There are times that we sit and discuss challenges that we face. At the end of the day, we come up with plans and strategies that assist us in reducing crime in our area so that they are able to work in an enabling environment which is crime-free. We are happy the farm is now operative. Crime was a bit high when, the compound, people were just sitting. When people are idle, a lot of things happen. Actually, vice there, maybe people had the illicit brews and so on, but now people are busy working.
The government is losing the much-needed revenue due to smuggling of goods as importers evade paying duty. A variety of smuggled goods have been recovered by the police and Zimra officials after having made their way into the country through illegal ports of entry. Police in Harare have arrested 5 accused persons and recovered 150 bales of second-hand clothes and drugs that had been smuggled via the Kanyemba border post in Guruwe. Detective Inspector Severino Mashiri speaks on the case.
We intercepted a lorry which was carrying about 150 bales of smuggled goods. The contraband consists of new and second-hand clothes. Investigations conducted so far revealed that the smuggled goods entered into the country through Kanyemba border post 5 accused persons were arrested and they are assisting police with investigations. As police, we urge members of the public to use official ports of entry and to declare their goods. We also urge them to legally conduct their business.
Beitbridge District also experiences similar incidents of smuggling.
Smuggling is happening on a daily basis. We, as the police, we have been trying to fight cat and mouse with those who are doing smuggling at the border. We have got people who are buying goods from South Africa to come and resell those goods. In majority of these cases, these people are bringing goods which are restricted to be brought into this country. Our mandate is to assist members of the ZIMRA. We have a mandate to check on each and every item coming to Zimbabwe. We have deployed our personnel who are combined army, police, the DUB, support unit. They are all on 24-hour deployments along the river line. We have recovered vehicles which have been smuggled through from South Africa to Zimbabwe. My fellow Zimbabweans, let's not use illegal routes in bringing in goods. We have observed that a lot of people have lost their valuable properties after they have been confiscated by the police. Yet you only needed just a few dollars to declare the goods to the ZIMRA officials.
Some of the stakeholders that we work with is the police. They are very cooperative. We work together. We actually work as a family. We do a lot of operations together.
In another incident, police in Harare recently intercepted cocaine worth close to $100,000 at Robert Gabriel Mugabe International Airport.
A couple of days ago, a Peruvian was intercepted with this load of cocaine, which was concealed in his traveler's bag. This seizure weighs over a kilogram and is valued at over $90,000. And the effects of abusing cocaine are well known. It is true, there is an immediate euphoria feeling that one achieves, followed by very intense feelings of fatigue. Viewers, you are being warned not to think about traffic drugs because this invites a very lengthy sentence in prison. In other countries, it actually calls for a life sentence or even decapitation.
Zetarapi Luveve also arrested 3 suspects of unlawful entry and theft, leading to the recovery of several household goods.
Our members received a tip-off from members of the public that there are some criminals who are terrorizing main suburbs of Bulawayo, stealing some property. My details went to carry out a search whereby they managed to apprehend 2 suspects and recovered the stolen property, which includes 3 generators, gas tanks, gas stoves, a set of table and chairs, some weapons used by the criminals in opening or threatening complainants. We are appealing to members of the public to come and identify a lot of the property which has not yet been identified. We also want to thank members of the public for supporting us by supplying information pertaining to criminal activities.
We take a short break. Stay tuned. We're in the third and final segment of Crimewatch. In a bid to ensure that police officers remain abreast with changes in technology in this day and age, the Zetarapi trains its members in information communication technology. Recently, 70 support unit members completed a basic computer training at Zetarapi Fairbridge in Bulawayo. Assistant Commissioner Vazivi Dube officiated at the graduation ceremony.
Criminals are always one step ahead of the police in making use of the latest technology, including ICTs, in implementing their nefarious designs. This makes it necessary that the police should also evolve to keep pace with the changing times. As Zimbabwe transitions into the new world economy, ICT systems present an opportunity for police officers to increase their capabilities and remain relevant in society. It is my belief that you have greatly benefited from all the modules and topics covered during the course. You now realize that a computer is not just a modernized typewriter. It is a tool for effective work.
The Zimbabwe Republic Police works with various stakeholders, and one of them is Nyarazo Life Assurance Company, who have donated netball uniforms and netball pitch construction materials to Zeterapi in Dabazinduna Queens, who play in the Matabeleland North Rainbow Amateur League.
Sporting activities have managed to enhance our relationship with our community. The dream has come true. We have received the donation. It is my conviction that through this donation, it's going to accelerate or to motivate our netball team to perform better.
You are in this community, and this community is very important to us. So when you give you back, it's not a donation. That's the little we can do. Where we can always give back. The door is open. So I'm happy to be here, guys. Thank you so much.
As we come to the end of today's program, we would like to alert members of the public of moving armed robbers who are following their victims from central business districts and rob them of their money. We have noted that these criminals are targeting those who keep large sums of money. We therefore urge members of the public not to keep cash, but rather make use of banking facilities. The Zeterapi would like to encourage members of the public to assist the police in different ways, like joining our various community policing initiatives such as the Neighborhood Watch Committee, Crime Consultative Committees, Business Against Crime Forum, among others. These initiatives have helped in the fight against crime, especially in communities where they have been implemented. We have achieved notable arrests through these policing initiatives. Where it's not possible to join these initiatives, we urge members of the public to take interest in criminal matters and just be in touch with your local police. Once you work with the police as communities, criminals will have nowhere to hide and we rid the country of criminality. From me, Onesisa Sibanda, Victor Ganyaofu on the sign language desk, and the crew behind the scenes. Happy viewing.